Story time, but stick around because I'm going to relate it back to how this might help you. When I first started taking yoga, I would get really nervous. I would get into the parking lot and I would get this like kind of what felt like nervousness, but really it was just excitement about coming home. Because my yoga class, the ones that I would take when I very first started, with a wonderful teacher named Frances, thanks Frances if you're listening, they were like going to church. Not that I did all that much church going, but that's what I would expect from church. This idea that you would go into a place and you would be raised up so high in your vibration and your just love of everything that it would last for the whole week. Bonus, yoga also helped me sleep really well the nights that I practiced. So in addition to being that kind of spiritual awakening and revelation, going to the yoga class weekly really did anchor in that repetition of spending time with spirit. And that's why I think yoga is so very effective when you are trying to broaden your spirituality. So how it relates to you is if you are looking for that, if you're feeling untethered, if you are struggling in the world right now, I mean, who isn't? If you're feeling like there's just no time for you and there's nothing left in your tank, then you might want to consider taking some yoga classes. And I like to teach my yoga classes like they're kind of church sermons in a way. I mean, they're not about Jesus, they're not about God. I don't even talk a whole lot about the Hindu stuff, but I do put a whole lot of spirituality in my teaching. And I always want to give people food for thought, and I always hope that they're going to take something more than just moving their bodies away. I mean, moving your body's great, don't get me wrong, but I always hope that people are going to take more than that away from my classes. And I think they do, because usually the feedback that I get, a lot of classes, people are like, I feel like that was really meant for me. Yes, I do check in. I tune into my guides before I teach, and I often get those hits of inspiration. So I know exactly what I'm going to say, and I know exactly how I'm going to teach and what we're going to talk about. And it isn't about the positions, it's not about the poses, it's really about getting in touch with yourself. And sure, we do it through the body. And if that interests you, if that resonates at all, then maybe consider signing up for my monthly membership. It's the lowest cost you can go is $35. That's still, it's pay what you can. So it really is just whatever you want to pay. Pretty small cost if you come even once a week to a yoga class. And I do recommend doing that at least once a week, but I do offer 2 classes a week if you want to do that. You can check it out on my website. Hope to see you there.